Hello everyone. Now this course is about inventory management. One of the most important, concept that is prevailing in today's dynamic environment. So inventory management is gaining significant importance these days in various organizations. Now what are we going to study in this course? We are going to study the concept of inventory. How is economic ordering quantity calculated, the EOQ model, the time between two orders, numbers of orders to be placed in a year, and the most important, the calculation of inventory costs, right? So it is going to be a very interesting concept, and the learning will be great in this course of inventory management. But first of all, you must know what inventory management is all about. So inventory management is about ordering, storing and processing of products. So the concept is of ordering, right? When to order, how much to order. Then comes the storage part, where the storage or carrying costs are involved, and ultimately the processing part. So inventory management is basically dealing with the process of ordering, storing and processing the company's stock. Now this includes the management of raw material, components and finished products, as well as warehousing and processing such items. Now first of all, you must understand the concept of inventory management in detail. So inventory management is a business process which is responsible for managing, storing, moving, sorting, arranging, counting and maintaining the inventory that is related to the stock, now which is basically dealing with the goods, components, parts, etc. Now inventory management ensures that the right inventory is available as per the demand at the low costs. Inventory management makes sure that the core processes of a business keep running efficiently by optimizing the availability of inventory. So inventory management, as now you are getting a bit idea that it is about storing, ordering and processing the stock of the company, right? Stock of the various items. So you have to supply the right product at the right time, and that is why inventory management becomes so important, because it avoids overstocking as well as it avoids the shortage of products, now which could be very destructive for the organization's growth. So you have to take care of both overstocking of products as well as shortage of products. Now what exactly inventory is about? So inventory basically it consists of raw materials which are required for production process, work in progress, now this refers to semi-finished goods, captive consumable goods used by the manufacturer, finished goods which are available for sale. So inventory is basically the stock of the product of a company and components which makes up the product. They include raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Now inventory also comprises of the physical stock of items a business or production organization keep in hand for the efficient running of business for its production. So this is basically the concept of inventory, and in general sense the inventory means stock of goods available or held for sale in the ordinary course of business. Now that is in general sense. In a business sense, it includes raw material stored in warehouse, work in progress in production and finished goods available for sale. So you have to know, you have to remember the definition of inventory in both general sense as well as business sense. Now business, it gets a bit technical, whereby raw materials stored in warehouse, WIP, work in progress and finished goods are available for sale. Now in an academic sense, it means the stock of goods which have demand and supply in the market and can be easily realized in cash. Now types of inventories are raw material, components, work in progress and finished goods. So you are coming across the concept and the types of inventory, which includes, raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Now the manager, the inventory manager or the head of the organization is obviously concerned with how much to order and when to order, right? These are some of the most important questions, that a manager, that an inventory manager come across. And to provide the solution of this comes another important concept that is called as EOQ model, economic ordering quantity model. Now economic ordering quantity model makes use of a formula, that is square root of 2 into demand into ordering cost per order divided by carrying cost or the holding cost of a unit. So economic ordering quantity, we are going to learn the calculation of EOQ model in our coming lectures. But what exactly EOQ is all about? Economic ordering quantity tells us how much to order, right? What is the optimum quantity that needs to be ordered? That is done by the EOQ model. Now EOQ, with the help of EOQ model, we can also estimate the number of orders that should be placed in a year. So it will give an answer to the question that when to order. How much to order is provided by EOQ. Then when to order, the time between two orders, that can be calculated with the help of a formula, that is demand upon EOQ. But as I said, we are going to learn all these technicals in our coming lectures. Let's just focus on the overview of this course. So economic ordering quantity, which gives us the optimum number of units to be ordered, while it also gives us number of orders to be placed in a year and the time between two orders, that should be kept in mind while placing the orders. Then with the help of EOQ, you can also calculate the total inventory cost. That of course we are going to do. We are going to explain all the concepts of the calculation of inventory costs. So let's hear something about EOQ. Now economic ordering quantity is one of the techniques of inventory control which minimizes total holding, that is total storage and ordering costs of the year. So EOQ is a technique which solves the problem of the material manager. You can very well see the formula. Economic ordering quantity is the square root of 2 into D. D stands for demand or annual consumption, into CO. CO stands for ordering cost and CH stands for holding cost, which is also called as carrying cost. So EOQ, you can see the diagram that it is the concept where carrying costs and ordering costs are intersecting. So it's a place, it's a situation when ordering costs and carrying costs are equal. Alright, so as I have told you, EOQ is the amount of inventory to be ordered at one time for purpose of minimizing annual inventory cost. And you can learn the formula, that is 2 into annual consumption into ordering cost upon holding cost per unit. Now along with EOQ, another concept that becomes very, very significant is inventory control, because with the help of EOQ you can always guide the decisions related to inventory control. So look at the definition of inventory control and the concept of inventory control. Now in general sense, inventory control is a method where all stocks of goods are properly and promptly issued, accounted and preserved in the best interests of an entity that handles its inventory. So it is the concept where all stocks of goods are properly and promptly issued, accounted and preserved. While in terms of business, inventory control is a method designed by the top level of management of a company. It requires a strategic decision to be taken for its effective implementation. Its proper implementation is the responsibility of the stores or inventory manager. So when it comes to business, it is getting a little bit technical because it is designed by the top level of a management of a company, and it requires a strategic decision to be taken for its effective execution. And in academic perspective, Inventory control is a method to identify those stocks of goods which can be used for the production of finished goods. So in academic, right, you can understand that the inventory control is a method to identify those stocks of goods which can be used for the production of finished goods. It shall be supported by a schedule which gives details regarding opening stock, receipts of raw materials, issues of materials, closing stock, and the scrap generated. Now, inventory control, it focuses on location, storage, recording, and accounting of inventories. Inventory control helps to supply the inventory to different departments or units. Inventory control keeps a record of inventory issued to the concerned department. Now you must go through all these points. Inventory control provides prompt and proper service to all concerned departments or units. Inventory control helps to maintain inventories at lowest costs. Inventory control bifurcates high value and low value stock of goods, right? So it differentiates between high value and low value of goods. And inventory control avoids overstocking and understocking of raw materials. So that is the most important aspect of inventory control, that it avoids overstocking, because overstocking leads to blockage of capital. So it avoids overstocking as well as shortage of stock, because overstocking along with blockage of capital, it can also lead to pilferage, wastage, ultimately increasing the costs. And it also avoids shortage of stock. Now shortage of stock could be very fatal to the organization, because if you are in shortage, you might not be able to supply the product at the right time to the customers. So inventory control is all about overstocking. It avoids overstocking as well as shortage of stock. Now in this course, you are going to have a great idea about the concept of inventory, or deep learning about the calculation of EOQ, economic ordering quantity model, various variations of EOQ, the shortage model, the production model, the technicality of EOQ, as well as the calculation of total inventory costs in shortage model, total inventory costs in production model, the number of orders which needs to be placed in a year, time between two orders, and the concept of inventory control. I do believe that it is going to be a great learning experience for you as far as inventory management is concerned. And now in the coming lectures, you are going to have some great idea about the calculation of EOQ in inventory management.